been beyond exhausted lately.
Join the club. So, you guys catch that from Kai to Patricia, asking her for some sort of protection, some sort of ward, some sort of charm, talisman, what have you, against what you assume is just bad energy, evil spirits,
Bad juju.
Bad juju.
Bad dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Evil dogs.
What?
Do I pry? Hey, couldn't help over here.
You're not
Hey,
guilty
it
at all,
sounds like you're on a
anyway.
One who was
it sounds like
pretending
you're on a
not
natural
to.
2 on that stealth check, so I couldn't help over here.
You could just play the part of like she was very loud and he doesn't realize that she was trying to keep it quiet, like an
You
idiot.
could. Patricia does say that she can go ready something, but it won't take too long, so Kai can just wait. And Kai does. She takes one of the front pews and sits leaning forward, her hands intertwined with each other, her elbows on her knees, one of her feet, or one of her legs not shaking, but tapping. It's like general boredom, idleness, anxiety, whatever you want to call it.
That doesn't look like she's praying.
No.
And the way you were, when you mentioned how she entered the scene, made it sound like we heard her name before. But I think I was stepped away. So would we?
Yes.
Who is this?
Kai is a huntress for the area. She doesn't want to go out into the woods as much lately, at least not by herself, because there, reports of animals being just butchered, and then some of them being.
Yeah, not hunted for meat, hide or anything like that.
For sport.
Supposedly they're tampered with, but the marshal never said in what manner they were tampered with. Just that Kai reported that they were.
Aha, I see.
And he takes Kai's word 100%. She's not a liar, according to the marshal.
Gotcha.
He has no care or need to.
Then Hawk
You
will
misspelled
approach.
Kasai there.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
I loved you in another life. Did you know that?
If you were Kasai and she hadn't seen Alexander in a long time, you probably would be stuck next to her, attached to her in some respect for a good minute straight. Sucking face. But that's a different campaign.
Yep. So yeah, no. Falk and Hawk will both approach. Ma'am.
She looks at you, not repugnantly, but like a "oh no" expression.
Oh, social interaction.
Yeah.
You're kind of the huntress, right?
Yeah.
Hawk of Haskell. Mind if I pick your brain for a moment? That is to say, ask you some questions.
Sure, I guess.
Heard from the marshal that you've been seeing some strange things in the forest as of late.
Her expression, whereas before she was, already done with talking. Before the conversation even begun, her expression changes to dour, a hint of fear, superstitious.
Before I press you any further, you are in probably the safest place to talk about something fell. Gestures towards the temple around us.
It's not good to bring such topics, to discuss these sorts of topics in consecrated territory. Wrong word. A slip into fences. Let's talk outside.
Alright. Just you and me, or you mind if any of my travel companions come?
I'll probably regret it, but sure, they can come along.
Immediately
Makes
get up
that
and
known.
follow.
Yes, it doesn't need to make it known. This is a temple, so his voice kind of carries.
Oh yeah, and you guys are the only people in it, so.
Yep.
Well, if you
So if
insist.
she goes outside, you guys can follow after her as you see fit. She doesn't go even that far. She crosses the threshold and turns around the corner from the column that makes up the doorway itself, and that's it. It's all about the
Jin
threshold.
will stay inside.
Aurelia will stay inside, but Eva will come outside. Or at least be on this side of the threshold listening.
Gotcha.
Ever the
So-
spook, right?
Eva, Dahlia, Fault, and Hawk,
And Caradoc.
and Caradoc.
Yeah, Badger's gonna go
A whole
outside as
host of
well.
us.
Badger as well.
Yeah,
Everyone but
there's
Jin
no
and
reason to stay
Roma.
inside.
Fair enough.
Jin, Roma, NPCs, all besides Eva.
So,
Right.
you guys head outside.
So Marshall was saying something about these animal corpses being hunted down and tampered with. Air quotes.
She discussed. Hunted. Slaughtered more like.
Sounds very grim.
What's that tagline that all the brash hunters say? Hunting implies a chance of failure. She shakes her head. No. I saw the trails, the tracks. The way those things fled. They didn't have a chance.
What killed him?
I don't know. And I'm not keen on finding out. Something monstrous, though. Rip and tore. She shakes her head. No bullet, blade, arrow, nothing. Something more primal. And yet, he stops for a few moments. Something primal, yet capable of cursing the remains.
Cursing.
She nods. I don't dare to repeat the patterns, but on the exposed bone, there are not engravings, but markings on them. Boxy, yet curring. The way out of game, you always know how like in Aztec depictions, there's like a trim to it, which is like that. So it's like it is boxy, but curving,
Okay.
right? In this sort of like circuitry looking way, I guess.
What point is there to debasing animal corpses?
I don't know. I already talked to the alderman, and no local legend or historical fact illuminates as to what it could be. Going to the marshal, we're not the only ones affected by this thing. So whatever territory it's marked, and marked it wide.
Where do you find these corpses?
The forests, east of here, and northwest.
We already got Tell searching that one at least, so
Eventually.
checking that one. Yeah, eventually. Last, but still.
Yeah.
Let's see. The tracks. You said you saw the trails that these we'll call them victims took.
Aye.
Did you see any of the tracks that weren't belong to the animals?
I did. Huge.
Hound
Wolf. Hound, wolf, something like that, but far too big. Imagine it's larger than your horse.
Let's see. No boot prints, anything human.
Jake said, no. Why?
Just wondering.
She quirks an eyebrow. Clearly dubious.
Yeah, it's a very pointed question to just be wondering about.
I'm sorry, that was a strange question for me to ask.
At that facial expression, he'll just kind of shrug. seems to me like if something's carving into these carcasses, it has to be intelligent, right? If
Roll
there's
me a deception check.
well, no, that's true.
Yeah, but you're clearly doing it to obfuscate what your true intent is, right?
Oh,
So, like,
I
a
see.
half-truth is a deception. Like, or else
I'm-
Eva wouldn't be
I'm just
expecting
getting that.
deception.
I think this is the Hound Master. I see. Or in that case, it doesn't matter if I fail this. 12. Yeah.
She squints her eyes. Maybe. But sounds like you know more than you're letting on. If you know what's plaguing us out here, tell me. No one's disappeared, not yet. But I don't want to be around to hear when the first one happens. So there's something we can do to stop that, to prevent it.
We.
We. You, if you're willing to share the knowledge. Me to share it. The Marshal to share it further to the other towns, perhaps.
And if I said that sharing that was a bad idea,
I'd ask why you think that.
because we don't want, if theoretically we were searching for something or someone, wouldn't want them to know we're searching.
Then I'd ask you still share it to me at least.
And would you give me your word she's Eulonian, right?
Everyone here's Ulonian.
Okay, just making sure. Would you give me your word as a child of
Durlahan.
Durlahan? Thank you. As a child of Durlahan, that you wouldn't tell a soul.
He quirks an eyebrow.
It matters.
What is that?
What is what?
That name you spouted, Durlan.
Look at Caradoc. Oh, sorry.
That's old knowledge. So you sort of need a bit more of an education to know your history. So she probably doesn't know what Durlahan is.
That which makes you Eulonian is what he means.
She rolls her eyes at your guys' poetry. I'll swear by the Clover Court. How's that?
Oh, God damn it.
Rocco.
Always happens with dogs. Hulk said yes.
I swear by Nazareth. As some random summoner.
He
As
says,
some
makes
random
no
summoner.
difference to me. I gotta go shut Ace up. Be right back.
So what are you guys hunting out here? Shev's looking to the remainder of you because Falk is preoccupied.
No, it's all right. I suplexed him.
Damn.
Oh, no.
uh,
Shit out of that mutt.
Slaughterhouse.
Oh, you monster!
He still got the spirit.
He's still got this.
Kill Fog.
Well, he's not here.
Yeah, Hawk did.
He's already on the run.
Hawk is a villain.
Anyways,
We're looking for exactly what it looks like. A big old hound. Where there's a hound master. Likely the feller that's carved into these things.
it's not a carving, it's a marking. I'd say. If I were to get ink and take your hand and draw on it, it's not like that. It'd be more like me putting the ink inside your flesh.
Tattooing.
Sure. But it's bone. You don't tattoo bone.
Sounds
I
like
don't-
magic.
Sounds like that to me. But I'm not a mage.
Would I know anything about that? Like, what kind of... A cursed bite, it sounds like. But,
There are a number of things this could be, mate.
yeah.
It could be a cursed bite. It could be someone riding the hound and casting magic from the top of it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for all you guys know, it just does the show of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By verbal description alone, it's hard to pinpoint what it could be. Sure, Kai is a straight shooter, tell the truth,
Right.
but,
But
it's
it's different than if we had a carcass right here before us.
Yeah.
she's technically in a way a second-hand account.
Looks at Hawk. Gotta remember here. Too many variables for me to narrow that down any further. It could be any. Be a handmaster riding the thing, throwing magic. Be a cursed bite. Hard to say.
How long ago did you see the last carcass?
She scoffs. Couple weeks now. Although if I were to put coin on, I'm sure there's a more recent one. I just haven't gone looking.
Which you wouldn't do alone.
No.
Would you allow us to come with you?
No offense. But why? Why are you guys looking into all this? It seems rather suspect.
I'm sure it would. We are a bunch of foreigners. Sticking our noses where you may think it don't belong. They don't belong.
I'm not mean to call you all adventurers, but the shoe fits. So, help me understand.
May not mean much coming from me. So I'm gonna make my buddy here swear it. But our hearts are in the right place. We want to do good. Ain't that right, Carrot Dog?
On my honor, it is. Our intention here is noble.
We have so sparingly few chances to use this, so might as well use it when it's primely presented to us. Make me an honor roll.
On your what?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
Drax. Was there ever any doubt? Fine.
On my sanity.
On my sanity. That's what you're saying to the voices of Vishnu.
All
Alright. If you swear it, then I'll take it. Let me get whatever Patricia's making, and we can head out whenever you guys are ready. Does it matter to you guys which direction we go? Yeah. Good luck, charm. Action charm, I don't know what exactly she's trying to make, but whatever helps.
If it is protection you seek, I can bestow a ward upon you.
I won't deny it.
Death ward. All you need to do is take my hand.
She gets an averse look on her face. Fine. She takes her hand. It's the lightest of touches.
Yeah. She just needs to touch my hand. I don't, like, in sensing that she's reluctant, I don't grab. So long as there's touch, fine. I cast Death Ward on her.
What level is that?
While you're doing
appears.
that, Caradoc, you might as well do it to yourself, too.
Third?
Always staring at you.
It is third level. Fourth level.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that sounds right. I mean, it's a pretty powerful spell, right? So,
Yeah.
It is.
counter spells your
For
death.
as long as that. Fuck.
Yeah, that's kidding.
For as long as the rose remains, death will not find you. at least once.
Oh, I need to get away then. Hopefully.
Should last about 8 hours.
8. She looks up at the sky. It's around 11 o'clock after everything's said and done at this point. Not even noon yet.
Nice.
Yeah, you guys got up pretty early.
Yeah.
Fast travel. So, yeah, it hasn't been too long. Alright.
And I don't suppose Caradoc casts it on himself, so there's no rose there.
No. No.
Dahlia's staring at you.
Like
He's
a
not
dog
looking
waiting.
at
Like a dog waiting for food to fall off the table.
you.
So, does it matter to you guys which way we go? West or east?
Let's go west.
Actually, if you guys want, we could try to find the local woodsman. Basically a druid at this point. I haven't seen him in a while. But if anyone would be able to dodge pursuit, around here at least, I would put my money on him.
If he dwells in the woods, I'm certain no much that full for us.
He does. His name's Morrison. He lives east of town, a good ways in. Every now and again, he and I have tea together, but it's been a while. Haven't seen him in a month and a half. That being said, if you guys want to stick out this pursuit yourselves, doesn't matter to me. So, which way? West or east? East is where she said Morrison resides.
My silver is on Easton Morrison.
Alright. Let's do that then. Tad's not going to be there for a while, so.
We're going from the town that way.
Correct. Alright. Then we'll wait for Patricia to finish making her crafts, and whenever you guys are good to go, I'll be good to go. So whatever business you guys have here in Bluefield, try to make it quick. I'm not a fan of waiting around for people. Cheers back inside.
Cool.
And I think that's a good time to call sesh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right
403.
before we get ready to leave Bluefield.
If you guys have anything else you guys want to do in Bluefield, we'll probably spend some time next session for that. I don't really mind. So you don't want to talk to anyone else. You guys got to give a rain check to Patrick about sampling his fucking yam.
Oh, sorry, man. Something came up.
Sorry, Yam, something came up.
So I say,
Oh my!
I was thinking
No
that.
sochu for us.
You know the funniest thing is to me?
Hmm.
I actually forgot that he was introduced as the Yam guy. So when I said Yam, it was entirely independent of that, and then you're just like, of course he says that. I'm like, you're right, of course he says that. You're
of course he says that.
you a real one, I guess. I don't know, influence bleed. So welcome to
Subconsciously, you
Bluefield.
knew. I like this
It's a
town.
great place so far.
I like this town too.
Real
It would
can't
be
wait
shame
for
if
it to
something
kill us
happens to
all.
it.
It's gonna be a shame when they all die from whatever is tearing up carcasses.
No comment.
It's
Yeah,
us the whole
yeah,
time.
alright. What?
Which of these towns do you think has like the
Like
evilest name?
the carcass has the carcass.
evilest name.
Evilest name.
Yeah, Carcassonne, because it sounds like carcass and also Carcosa.
Oh,
A fun thing, Carcassonne is actually a real place, which I didn't realize when I picked the name.
Where is it?
It sounds.
I wonder.
Isn't,
It's also
right.
a board game.
yeah, that's
Alright.
what I thought. Yeah.
Oh no, I I picked the name with no understanding of the context of it. I looked it up afterwards to make sure it's like meme proof, which
Yeah,
I guess
it's a
technically it
board
is.
It is an outstanding example of a medieval fortified town.
Oh my god, yeah, look at it. It looks beautiful.
Based, based. Which is
It's
funny
really
because
pretty.
the one I imagine this one it actually is a former fort town, so that's actually really fun.
Yo, it is pretty. The
Yeah,
hell?
here, I'll post
Hey,
a
post
picture.
pics. Post the
Yeah.
post the picture.
But
No,
there's a
this
picture,
Galkasson has two ends.
right?
That's so sick.
That is
Oh,
nice.
Look at that.
Look at that
What is
corner.
that like half circle thing?
That's like the city center, the city court center.
Oh, that's so cool.
Where
Yeah,
is
fucking
this?
sick.
It's in.
Later on,
Yes.
Carcassonne becomes like a
the church.
major city.
Honestly, maybe I don't know if it spawns a knight, a legendary knight fitting for the Clover Court. Congratulations, you win. That is
Yes.
that is gorgeous. Cool.
I
Hey,
wanna
so
go
anyways, that's
there.
what Carcassonne looks like.
Wow, they even have
Wow.
modern roads and parking lots.
and street lights and electricity. Wow.
It makes sense.
Wow.
It's northward, so it's close to Erudicia. They probably have anime too, just like Del Troy.
Oh my god.
oh
Oh my
boy.
god.
Okay, I think at this point is probably when Anvil and his crew find the ruined town. So I'll share the name of it to you guys. There you go. It's on the map now.
Oh,
Whisperwood.
Whisperwood.
Of course it'd be called fucking Whisperwood.
oh, Whisper and Whistlewood.
Exactly like their sister towns.
Sister town,
Aw.
sisters. They have a
Well, they
little
were.
road connecting them as well.
Yeah,
were,
they were.
Then Whistlewood won the Whistle War. Say that 5 times fast.
It turns out whistling is more powerful than whispering. Checkmate.
Oh, it wouldn't be
Who
the Whistle
could've
War, it'd be
guessed?
the
Woodwind War.
Woodwind War. Whistlewood won the Woodwind War.
Woodwind's instrument.
Well, Whistlewood actually developed a sonic weapon called Sandstorm by Lord Darude.
Oh
The
my
That's
god.
how they won.
You know, it's really funny. I saw. It didn't click for me because I saw a reel where man and woman in bed. They're about to go to
Okay.
sleep. Girl says to man, "Do you mind if I put on some white noise?" Yeah, sure. It's fine. Do you prefer waterfall or sandstorm? Doesn't matter. And then it cuts to. He's lying there like, fuck.
Yeah, some real whitest boys you know noise.
Hey man, you mind if I put on some white noise? It just helps me sleep. Yeah, sure, man. Whatever you want. All right, press play. Well, let me just scoot right by you there. Jeez, is that
Oh
a
my
rap?
God.
Not my kind of gig.
Kind of gig.
Howdy
Oh,
there,
man.
neighbor.
It'll, like,
I'll be
Howdy
right back.
ho,
I'm gonna go get some
neighborino.
food.
Howdy
Alright,
ho.
Well, gotta hit
Okay.
the road.